Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is not a typical reaction channel. This is just as if you were to bring a song to your guitar teacher. We listen to it, we get the broad strokes, show you what to pay attention to and what to work on at home. So, I'm on my Subscriber Reacts request page. For those of you that take my lessons and courses on the website, you get to pick what comes next. And I'm going down and I see Chris Stapleton Cold, live CMA 2021 from a lifetime member, Jeremy James from Corning, New York, who's playing a Takamine EF341 SC. Jeremy, thanks for being a subscriber. And I love Chris Stapleton. He goes, there's no way you haven't seen this yet, so I'm doubting or quadrupling down on this man's talent. Inside, question, I get nervous just playing a gig at any venue for average Joes. How do people keep it together like this when knowingly and playing in front of your peers that are among the upper echelon of what you do? You know what I'm saying? It absolutely blows my mind. Okay, one, I haven't seen this. Why I clicked on it. These are always ice cold. Two, you just hit the first note. That's it. It's the same thing as playing sports or going out on a date and the first kiss is like, it's just like you just begin. And once you start, before you know it, it's over and the weightlessness sets in. There's no other trick to it. We all do the same thing. You just go up there and you hit the first note. You sing the first line. You count the first snare and the click of the drum in. You just start and start swimming. That's it. Here we go. Chris Stapleton, Cold. Don't know the song, haven't seen this performance. Let's do it.
Girl, the way you broke my heart, you shattered like a rock through a window. I thought we had it so good, I never really saw this coming.
Oh my God,
Girl, you know you left this home right here in the middle of my soul. Oh, why you got to be so cold?
All right, love it. Love it. Let's go back to the beginning and get some of this. Yes, I start and stop, just like I told you. It's like a guitar teacher would or should. Now, this is in the neighborhood of C sharp minor. Now, what I'm hearing so far in here, C sharp minor, and then it goes over to your minor 5, right? G sharp, to your minor 4 chord, F sharp if you will, and then it goes up to A major, and then down to G sharp 7. Creating that functioning dominant chord, right? That leading tone, making your minor triad major and adding that flat 7 to get this, which must resolve back up to C sharp. That's basically you're borrowing from harmonic minor for a moment. The purpose of harmonic minor is to increase the third of the 5 chord to a major third, which becomes the leading tone, one note below the tonic you're resolving to. So I'll talk you through it. So it comes in on the piano, C sharp minor. Yeah. There it is. Love how those drums come in.
Girl, the way you broke my heart, shattered like a rock through a window.
You know how hard it is to do this too? Just the super sensitive drums in time, live, and just have the love it. That's simple stuff in a big band. Again, with like he was saying, all your peers watching, so hard to do. Bass.
I thought we had it so good. I never really saw this coming.
Love that little slide going out of the 4. And I love how when it goes to this part, there's that little push instead of just the when it goes to the A, right?
Oh, why you got to
Violin.
be so cold? Why you got to go and cut me like a knife and put our love on ice?
Oh, I love those little pushes in the arrangement.
Girl, you know you left this home right here.
Now, if you notice right there, what happens? The chord sounds distinctly bright and happy, major. What happens here? Instead of playing that minor 5 chord like the intro, right? For the verse, this is essentially the chorus now, that G sharp minor, what are we gonna do? We're gonna play that relative major, B major. Why does that work? The triad, the function is the same. You still have this B major triad, whether it's G sharp minor 7 or B. Your function is determined by this underlying triad, especially by the 3rd within it. It is not determined by the root note. So we're brightening up the chorus, but keeping the same function.
In the middle of my soul.
And then there's your minor 4.
Oh, why you got to be so cold?
Little C sharp minor pentatonic, right? Flat 7, root, flat 3, 4. Off feel, just listening, no complicated stuff.
Am I supposed to say if anybody asks me about you?
That slide.
Guess I'll tell them mine without you.
There's that push.
Oh, and how am I
He's come up.
supposed to live when I built my life around you?
Always got to layer each verse, right?
Myself in my shoes. Oh, why you got to be so cold? Why you got to go?
Does that B major not make it? Again, none of the function changes. The basic melody isn't really changing, right? Because the function hasn't changed. It hasn't dictated the need to change. All we're doing is switching from to, and immediately you get that major chorus vibe. Little things in country music will change the way you look at arrangements. That's why I love this stuff.
Oh, and cut me like a knife and put our love on ice. Oh, girl, you know you love
Walk
this
it up.
home right here in the middle of my soul. Oh, why you got to be so cold? I can only feel my love hanging on. I don't feel like it's over. I'm still on fire. Why you gotta be so?
Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. We'll take, let me show you this part real quick. There's this little bridge. Now, we alluded to it before, okay? We had an A major, right, to that G sharp 7, and we had that B major in here, remember? So we're implying that we're really in the key of E major, and C sharp minor, our relative minor. Remember, your 6 is always your relative of your 1, is your key center. This G sharp is our outlier. So it makes sense when we go to the bridge to focus, if you want to keep that major sound, on those major chords in the key of E, right? And then it, why did we mute? How could that happen? Do I hit M or something? Stay with me. Stay with me. The bass move around. So first time it's A, B, and then it goes down. First time it's just A, then it goes down. It sets up the lead. Let's hear his lead first, and then we'll go back and get it. Okay, for the most part, straight E major, I think all of it actually, E major pentatonic, which is the same as C sharp minor pentatonic. What's great about this is during the lead, they know he's going to play some single note lines and keep it clean. He's not hitting the gain on here, nothing's overtaking it. So what happens? You have the whole orchestra, right? That whole set of your violins and cellos and everything picking up the intensity to create a very high floor for him to keep it clean and be simple and just sell that vibrato like his voice does. So he comes in here. Picking up. That F sharp, E, C sharp. So he's thinking C sharp minor in here, like this is the 4, going through the flat 5, coming down, flat 3, root, right? Same thing, flat 7, root, flat 3, 4, right? Then you got standard walk down. Right? You got the pattern 4, C sharp minor, into pattern 5. I preach this in my caged courses. Yes, I'm a caged guy. I know, guilty as charged. I do think it's the best way to begin learning scales and fretboard relationships and arpeggios on the guitar neck. It's not the end all be all, right? But I think it's the fastest way to get on the bike, if you will. So he's rocking down. So now he's down into pattern 4, C sharp minor, which is the same obviously as pattern 3, E major pentatonic. Remember, relative major and minor. Same notes, different point of release, release of tension, different tonic, different tonal center. Love when he hangs on that 4. Love that. I love how they're just on that C or that G sharp. I really dig that. just going down to the lower spot, same notes, right? Same thing. Then going back up. But he's got his target on. He's targeting that C sharp. So when he comes back in on the with his voice, he's right on tonic with it. Doing the cowboy hat nose. That was a great lift by the bass and the rest of the orchestra, if you will. Band, whatever. Listen to the boom, 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 and everybody coming up. That is a great lift out of the solo. Yes. The drum was great. The whole rhythm section, the whole band. Yeah, dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. And as far as the song goes, I mean, who delivers that better than Chris? And that's a sentiment we all know. You know, it's so funny that this song came up. Screw it, I get personal, always do. My brother's getting his heart ripped out right now by this woman, and you know, I'm not certain that he's not going to watch this, but I'm not certain that, you know, he's ever dealt with this kind of like heartbreak before, where I mean, it's just ice cold, and it's just like you can't shake it. You can't. Weeks go by, you turn into months, and you just can't shake the damn thing. I mean, I know Annie and I both took turns trying to screw up our relationships in our own way for the better part of a decade, until we had each, you know, brought each other to this spot that Chris is singing so many times that we just basically succumbed to the realization that we can't be apart. It's not that we have to be together, it's that we can't be apart. I've said it a lot on this channel. It's a key distinction. And I feel like my brother's going through that right now. Anyway, Chris I mean, he delivers it in that way that you know he's lived it. What can you say about the man? He's incredible. Couldn't think of a better person to sing that song. Now, let's talk about the band. You know how, maybe you don't know, it is so difficult. I have so much respect for people who can play a slow, like country ballad like that, super sensitive, start out super stripped down, like first verse, right? Just he and the piano, right? And then each one, it lifts up. Then it adds the bass. Then you get like the light violin, like the light section. Then it adds the keys the next time. Brightens up in the chorus, right? Going to that B major instead of that G sharp minor, relative within. Where the bass starts to walk, they start to lift together. When it goes to him taking the solo, the band, the orchestra is all the way up, but the drums and the bass straight on it. He moves over to the ride, but he's staying at like a 5.5. Never get like the never explodes, right? And even when it comes out of that and Chris is exploding, they might get up to like a 6, but it is so professional, so controlled, so dynamically just fervent. Like I don't know how to explain it, But that requires such discipline, such knowledge of the tune, such awareness of where everybody else is in the orchestration. And I'm so happy for Chris that he has worked so hard for so long and found himself in a situation where he can have this level of support so he can deliver in the tremendous way and only which he can deliver to make us feel these things. Yeah. Minor 145 in C sharp minor, which is relative minor of E major. So the A and the B that come in are in key. They are from E major. The outlier is that G sharp 7, which they changed to make a functioning dominant chord, change that minor third to major third to create that leading tone. So B sharp or C below C sharp to resolve back to the tonic. That's what harmonic minor is. All you're doing is making the major chord 5 to pull back to that tonic harder. And besides that, it's all feel, it's all listening, it's all dynamics. That's it. I love this. Jeremy James from Corning, New York, thank you so much for being a subscriber and entrusting me to be your teacher or one of your resources on the line for taking my lessons and courses. You make all this possible. For anybody out there that would like to join us, this website is my life's work. It is my curriculum that I've built from being a student, from being a teacher, a professional musician, and it's extremely practical. But more than the lessons, more than the courses, it's the community. Just like Peloton or anything else like that, when you log on here, you're gonna see people like Jeremy posting videos, asking questions. And you know what that's gonna do? It's gonna make you pick this thing up and keep it in your hands more than you otherwise would. We're social creatures. We watch each other. That's why you get so much better when you go to music school, like GIT where I went, because you're surrounded by your peers and you learn the type of things that Jeremy asked. Like, I get so nervous. What do? You just start. You pick it up. You keep it in your hands. You put yourselves in these positions, make yourself accountable, and you do it. You just begin. And then days become weeks, become months, becomes year, because this is what we do with our lives. This isn't some random thing. That's it. Preaching again. Love you all. Have a great day. Cheers. Always go deep. Always go deep.